Hey, we're really excited to do this video for you guys for the It Gets Better project. My name is Tommy.
And I'm Larry.
And we've been a couple for 6 years now, and we live here in beautiful San Francisco. And, you know, we just want you all to know that we certainly understand where you're coming from as a person who is different. Whether you're gay or you're a punk rocker or you're just different from any of those other kids, you know, we certainly know how that feels. I mean, I grew up in Chicago, and Larry, you grew up...
I grew up in St. Paul,
in Minnesota. So we were really in that sort of, you know, Midwest mentality. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, which was very conservative. And I was very different. You know, I sort of was... in the 80s, had like a new wave thing going on, and that was just not cool in my high school. Everybody sort of had to look the same, and I certainly caught a lot of stuff for it. I certainly was teased in grammar school as well because I was chubby, and certainly I know there's a lot of kids out there that are gay and chubby and probably feel like they're never going to find someone, or they're never going to love anyone, or no one's ever going to understand them. And I just want to tell you that that is not true at all, okay? There is a wide, wide world out there. I think the best advice for kids is save your money, okay? Get a little part-time job, do whatever you can, save your money. Go away to college, somewhere great like New York or San Francisco, or, you know, somewhere where it's very liberal. And I think your whole life will change. I mean, wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, don't go to Bible college. That's a waste of time. But,
well, you know, certainly if you are, you know, a Christian, a true Christian, like I certainly think I am, you know, I think that love and mutual respect is really the message. So a lot of times these Bible colleges, they just miss it. You know? Plus they're not accredited. You know, you want to get a job. That's important.
Well, the other thing is that, you know, there are actually gay-friendly churches out there. There's a lot of different denominations that you can find that you can, you know, have your faith and eat it too, you know?
Absolutely. You know, I think that that's the big sort of mismessage that goes out. The kids don't think that they can have any faith because the church is going to reject them. But not all churches will reject you, okay? The cool churches will not reject you. And, you know, I know for myself, being in high school, you know, I had a boyfriend in high school, and that was so difficult because, you know, he and I were together, and we couldn't say anything or talk about it. So when I had problems with him, I had nobody. I thought of suicide, okay? Believe me, I know where you're coming from, but I want you to know that it gets 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better.
Well, I was a real nerdy kid. I mean, you can tell I'm still a nerd, and you know, I definitely
I love him for that. So.
I definitely got a lot of, you know, teasing for that. I generally, you know, had, you know, one friend at a time at most, and it's important to try to stand up for the other kids who are like you, and not just say, oh, everybody hates them, so I'm going to hate them too. You know, band together and you know, form your own club. And find the cool teachers at school, and you know, and open up to them. Figure out who your coolest relative is, and you know, you can get some people who will have your back if you ever have difficulties in your family. And just, you know, don't feel like you have to be alone, because there are other people out there who will help you. There's also a lot of online resources, the Trevor Project. And things like Gay Straight Alliances. The Gay Straight Alliance Network in California has information on starting organizations in your school. They have a whole handbook on how to get your own GSA going. Also,
you can just look online and find your local gay community center. You know, even if you're in a rural area, there should be some gay or lesbian center at one of the bigger cities that you're from. And I know I reached out. You know, I came out at 18, and I reached out to the local Horizons Community Center in Chicago, and they were great. They had groups that you could go to as youth. They had youth parties. They threw proms. And it was just a great way to be around people that, you know, were more like you. But also remember that being different is not bad. It's not bad at all. And it may be hard right now, but channel that energy. I mean, certainly, wouldn't you think channeling that energy in something creative, Larry, would be a better way?
I mean, one of the ways that I found other people who I was interested in is I started doing zines, and putting things down on paper, Xeroxing them, and trading them with other people who are also interested in those things. Combining punk rock and being queer. And also music is another thing.
Yeah,
that's really
music's
great.
a great way.
You just need to have just one other friend that you can play music with, and you can have a 2-person band. You don't need to have 10 million people on stage.
And you could have your own band. With GarageBand, I know a lot of friends who do their own music, like a good friend of ours, Sean Chapin. He's a gay activist here in San Francisco, and you can create your music alone as well. And write. You certainly could write. I mean, if you were to write your experiences down and possibly get those published, you could end up on, like, Oprah's book club or something, So there is so much light at the end of this dark, dark tunnel. And, we just want to let you know that you definitely just need to hang in there. It is so important to us that you hang in there, because you're special, you're made of stars, and all those kids... I'm getting a little emotional here, but all those kids that teased me, that were wanting to be so much alike like everybody else, where are they now? They're on welfare. They quit school. They're nobodies, and God bless them. But I want you to know that it will get better. It will get 1,000 times better. And I know it's hard on some of these kids, and not only gay kids. I'm talking any kids that are teased out there. If you're chubby or you're different and somebody is teasing you, we want you to know that you're special. You are very, very special, and you deserve to be here. And we really, really want you to be here. We want you to hang in there. Reach out. Reach out to somebody. Like Larry was saying, go to that teacher, or go to that relative that you really love, or find yourself a friend. There is a huge world out there, and we really want you all to know that it gets better. A lot better.
A whole lot better.
All right, so you hang in there, and we're living examples of that. We have a fantastic life here in San Francisco. We're very, very happy. I love it here, and certainly... Save your money. Save your money. Be smart. And, when you get a chance, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay there. You don't need to stay there. And if you save your money and you really work hard, you could take your family with you. And just, sky's the limit. There's so much to live for. So much to live for, I promise you.
And you have something special to bring the world, that only you can create the things that you're going to create in life. Only you can, can do those things in life. So you have to be here to make that happen.
Yeah, and God created you. So that means you're special, okay? If you're here, you really need to be here.
You're here for a reason.
There's a major reason, And, we just want to give you hope. In the spirit of Harvey Milk here in San Francisco.
You got to give them hope.
Got to give you guys hope, and we love you so much. So just hang in there. We promise you, right? It gets better.
Definitely.
I love you.
I love you, Tommy.